Hello. First, I would just like to say that this is just going to be a soft spoken video. I'll just be doing just some talking only. It's going to be whispered and soft spoken. I might do some whispering and I might just do soft spoken. So it's going to be something that I might decide to just randomly do in the near future and just pick a random topic and start talking about it. This is a topic that is close to me, and it's physics and science, astronomy, things like that. So this is sort of like a, you know how Epic Rap Battles of History now does flash in the pan hip hop conflicts of, of right now. That's sort of what this is going to be like. ASMR quick topic, just a kind of a quick topic video. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in me doing in future videos. I'm not sure why my last video where I just showed my movies got a thumbs down, a dislike, but whatever, so be it. Hopefully more will like it. I'll leave it up just in case. I just showed a few movies. I mean, if you don't like it, then that's fine, just move on. But yeah, the topic of this video is physics. I mean, just think about everything in existence. So the fact, that we're here, and the fact that everything that we use, that we see, every device that we use, even the device that you're using right now to stream this, and it's so complex, and the complexity of existence is it's so perplexing, and it's so deep, and the fact that everything works together in such harmony, but yet at the same time, out of this chaos is this stability, and just boom into existence. These from the what they call the primordial soup that was before, the God particle enabled the Big Bang, as they called it. And I believe in creation. I do believe in the source. But I also find the theory of multiverse to be fascinating, and the theory of alternate realities, parallel universes, and various things like that, and things altering reality. There's a lot of things beyond what people understand. If you look at something and state that, oh, this must be the way it is and that's it, then, I mean, that's really not a very good way of looking at something. Because every day, new discoveries are made, and they have been for a very long time, and those discoveries lead to those discoveries lead to new forefronts in the understanding of existence. Now, more discoveries lead to more questions, but the thing is, it's a never-ending search, but it gives so many fascinating results. But when you look at the microscopic particles holding things together, even glass has holes in it that you can't see. Everything has tiny holes. I mean, existence itself, the subatomic particles that hold everything together, when you go into the micro-quantum world and look at and think about everything around you that you can't see, and particle physics has discovered the God particle, for example, or the Higgs boson particle, as it's also called, named after the scientist Higgs boson, who originally came up with a theory many, many years ago in the mid-1900s of this particle, and then later it was proven. An interesting kind of, momentary quick fact here is Homer Simpson actually wrote out in one of the seasons of The Simpsons, he wrote out a quick formula in one of the episodes that actually was almost to a T the exact formula of the Higgs boson particle when they discovered it. And that's because a little known fact of the Simpsons is one of the creators and writers of the Simpsons actually works, and he has worked for CERN. I don't know if he still does, but he's actually worked as a part-time astrophysicist for the Large Hadron Collider in Geneva, Switzerland. So, kind of interesting there. Quite interesting. Maybe that's why so many predictions on The Simpsons come true. But anyway, moving back to the amazing complexity and yet still so perplexing existence of everything. The subatomic particles, the micro-quantum world versus the macro-quantum world, which macro-quantum is what we see, the micro-quantum world is what we don't see. The atoms, the atomic structure of everything, water droplets being made of their molecular structure of hydrogen and oxygen, and those bonding together to create a droplet of water. It's amazing. Even the pixels of a TV when you're looking at it, those basic 4 colors blending together to just create what you see. Streaming, the electromagnetic frequencies, the light impulses over fiber optics cables. Your data being stored on multiple servers, requested information, send it to you in beams of light. And then streaming it wirelessly. Things have been really, the past few years. And I was born in 1994, so I witnessed all of this take off. And technology has really advanced since then. But physics is really amazing. Like the phenomenon, the Mandela effect phenomenon, and things like that that people have. It's opened up the people's discussions of parallel and alternate universes and alternate realities. The multiverse is a fascinating subject. When it comes to theoretical physics, a lot of times people say things like, well, this is just the way things are. This is it. This is the way things are, and it's just the way they think that's it. That's just the way it is. And so many people do that, and scientists do it as well. But, many discoveries have led to learning new things like quantum computing, like quantum computers and quantum bit. A quantum bit is an interesting fact. A quantum bit is known as a qubit. And a normal computer does, and all technology that we currently uses binary coding. And binary code is sets of zeros and ones. Like 011000101, something like that. While a quantum computer uses, and speaking of quantum computing, CERN is using D-Wave technology to beam into certain parts of space and various places, and also mapping out in a computer simulation what the universe looks like, as well as possibility of opening up portals. And that is a discussion that they will be doing in more of their Awake projects that are coming up. They had an Awake project and meeting in September of this year, as they call it. Kind of interesting that they call it Awake project. But that was at CERN. Several Awake project meetings with the D-Wave technology meetings. But the quantum bit, the qubit, a normal computer technology, a normal particular device works on a set of zeros and ones, while quantum computers work with 2 sets of zeros and ones, and they run millions of times faster than modern computer technology. And they're able to calculate and carry out so many more complex commands than what we are used to now. And it's like going about many different ways at the same time by there being two sets of zeros and ones. So it gets it done faster. It's unimaginable to current standards of computer technology. But when you think about how the universe works in, the universe we're in works with the mathematical laws and principles that are very similar to what we would use in a computer simulation or in technology, and we actually mimic that particular design that this universe has in our technology, and it's fascinating. I do believe in a creator. I believe in a creation source. I'm a believer in Christ personally. I believe in Jesus Christ. I just find it fascinating how everything works. I don't know what your personal belief is. I love you all, by the way. I just wanted to state that. And for interacting with this channel, thank you so much. But I just wanted to randomly state some just physics talk. But they say that an atom is made of 4 more particles, which are quarks, and those particles are made up of tinier particles, and it goes on and on. They also discovered recently that particles can exist in 2 places at once. And they said, where are they going? Here and another place. And they said that if it's existing here and somewhere else simultaneously, is it existing in a parallel universe? And there was an interesting talk about the Philadelphia Project as well, but I'll get into that with another video. That's sort of I wouldn't call it conspiracy theory, because so many things that are true are put under that term, and then it belittles it. So I don't really like that term, but this is just a fun physics video. Just some random physics statements and just little tidbits about physics. An interesting fact, the DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is made up of 4 basic components, and which is the building block of the human genome. And we have 23 chromosomes in the human genome, but those 4 basic building blocks or components that make up the human DNA. There's DNA, there's RNA, but what makes up DNA is adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. Those are the 4 basic components of the DNA strand in a human being. And everything really, in every one. And every one has a variation, and if the variation is off, that's known as a mutation, and that causes some genetic issues. But those 4 basic components make up the DNA strand, and they are millions long. They are very, very long, and they are in different genetic sequences and orders, and that's fascinating as well. Another fact is the first people to make a model of the DNA strand were the 2 scientists known as Watson and Crick. And Watson and Crick first theorized their design not their design, but their theory. They drew their idea for what they thought that the human DNA strand looked like, the double helix, or the double helix ladder, and that's what they drew. And then upon further investigation, looking into the human body under a microscope, when they looked under the electron microscopes, they discovered that the human body, sure enough, the genetic strand is a double helix, and that was discovered by Watson and Crick. So that's also another quick fact. And just everything in general is just amazing how the human mind works. The motor neurons firing in the brain, working very similarly to where these machine-to-machine technology works today, where the World Wide Web connected through impulses of light and energy, electromagnetic energy, and those commands carrying out basic functions and connecting together, encompassing the World Wide Web, works very similarly to how the human mind and human brain works, with these multiple motor neurons firing and those impulses of electromagnetic impulses firing thoughts and carrying out basic commands and complex calculations and complex commands. And that's similar to how the internet works, the human mind works, and how this universe works. So they all three are very similar. Very, very similar. So it's amazing how the human body works. It's amazing how the universe works. The human body and all of its functions and all of its abilities and all of its issues even, and all of its process and existence, physics, the universe and its existence, the theoretical physics. I think science is also too quick to deny something they don't understand as well, because that's the whole thing of science. That's the scientific method. The scientific method is conducting an experiment again and again to prove your theory or your hypothesis as fact. And that's what the scientific method is for. You try to expand upon your study, and they're supposed to try to prove things as fact. And a lot of times they just look at things and say, oh, that's impossible, forget it. And their own field of study opens up a large possibility for the idea of things that they find to be incomprehensible or impossible. But yet, if they'd look into their own ideas, they'd realize it supports it, that impossible things are possible. But that's all I have to say there. And physics and science is really amazing. Astrophysicists have done many different studies, and it's come a long way recently. But they really should, scientists and physics, the community both, should look into things and not just doubt things immediately when people try to share their own experiences of certain things, because everyone's experiences and theories and thoughts and ideas could help prove things and move their studies forward. Something like that. But I just find the subatomic particles and the physics of things to be amazing. And the structure of the universe, the mathematical laws, the principles, the set laws and principles that make the existence. And it's really amazing. I'll do another physics video very soon. I'm getting very sleepy. I guess I've talked myself to sleep almost, so I have so much more to talk about. And I'll do a part 2 very, very soon, so cheers to a good rest of the weekend, and much love to all of you. God bless you all, and peace, love, and many blessings. And as always, sweet dreams. This has been some physics/science talk, ASMR, quick topic. if you're interested in another ASMR quick topic video, let me excuse me. Let me know, and I'll discuss whatever is on my mind. And if you would like this to be a regular thing, please let me know. I apologize for sounding stopped up. I'm very congested and stopped up, but yeah, physics was the topic of the moment, and physics and science is always on my mind, though. Spirituality and physics and everything. It's fascinating. The unknown is also fascinating. Paranormal, supernatural, the unknown, it's just all fascinating. I deal with a lot of that on a regular basis, but that's for another time on another day. So if any of you would like another random topic, let me know. So peace, much love, peace, love, and many blessings. And as always, sweet dreams. Bye. Good night, everyone.